What is going on? I am going to attempt to record this with the GoPro today because it is cold out. My phone has not been doing well. I am at Eales Preserve. The only car here until just as I started recording. Look how icy this is. Gonna walk out, maybe try to get down to the old reservoir that they took out. I'll talk about that in a minute. But we just had an ice storm rip through here the past day or so, and everything up here is covered in ice. I got the spikes on. It's gonna be slick, but it's gonna be gorgeous. Already gorgeous out here. So, all right, let's go check out some iciness. Alright, so I'm like 20 feet down the path, and I don't even know if I can get through this. There's at least a quarter inch of ice. Oh man, on everything. Look at this rabbit track following. Alright, we'll see how far I can make it through this. I might have to take a different trail. Look how much ice there's on this. Man. It is icy. Hey, the trail's not bad. Look at this though. How cool is that? So yeah, I wanted to get out of the parking lot because of course there's nobody there until I pulled in. Start recording as somebody pulls in. That's how it always happens. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make it out to that Connor's Reservoir. Just because I know it's gone. The dam was like 128 years old, and a couple of years ago they started noticing some seepage through the dam. And last year, it was just, we had a bunch of tropical storms blow through, and it just the dam started actually giving way. So in December they breached the dam and they've let it go back to its natural state. So I'm curious to see what it looks like over there now. If I can even get to it. I'm not sure how much of it they got closed off. And not sure how much of it I'll be able to get to because of the ice. It's way icier up here than I was expecting. So I started on the Bruised Ego Trail up by the parking lot. I've crossed over onto Jeans Trail, which runs along, I think this is Sterry Creek. I think that's what this is. And this will take me over to the old reservoir. Well, it did. I don't know. I did see that they might have it closed off. But we'll see how close we can get. Might be able to see down there. Down on this section of the preserve, it's not quite as icy. There's only about 1/16 of an inch ice in there. But we'll see. It is gorgeous. I mean, it's cold. It's probably about 15 degrees. So everything is freezing. The breath is freezing into my mustache, my beard. Got the kind of tannic foam. All those tannins get frothy. They're starting to freeze. But man, is it gorgeous out. Yeah, so I'm hoping this turns out. I had footage for last week, but it was so glitchy from the cold. I was using my phone, and for whatever reason this year, the cold is just really messing with my phone camera for the video, and the footage was unusable. So I decided just to ditch that footage, not put a video out last week because it was unwatchable. You might be thinking, that is a lot of water for the middle of the winter. And you are right. We had, this storm started as rain. So we had a snowstorm come through last week. We got like maybe 3 inches of snow. It was nowhere near as much as they thought it was gonna be. And that snow stuck, it stayed all week. And then on Wednesday it started raining. Gotta do some parkour here. Yeah, Wednesdays it got real warm. It's up in the 40s. It rained till like Thursday, early Thursday morning, and it turned to ice, freezing rain and sleet. And then it just kind of sleeted and iced and snowed a little bit yesterday, Thursday and Friday, and that's what we got. But a lot of that water runoff is just because the snow that we had got washed away in the rain. Really wet. I know, I feel bad for the out west where it's still dry. And we just had more rain and everything we know what to do with. Makes for a beautiful forest in the winter though. Alright, I'm right above the reservoir now. I've been out here a few times. You may recognize that tower. They've been working on this big building out here for a couple of years. According to what I can see from here now, that is Amazon. I don't know if that's gonna come out the trees, but there's a big blue smile on it. A big old Amazon building over there. The trail cuts off here shortly, and if you look down, there's the opening down there. That's the old sort of reservoir was, and this trail used to go right around it, but I don't know. I don't know if I can get down there now. We're gonna find out though. That split is right. I can see the trail right there. That wind is picked up. Alright, well this doesn't say it's closed. So let's head down there. Let's see. And the dam was right here. Like we're right in line with the old dam. And they took that out. So the creek winds through there now from the pictures I saw. And I'm sure it'll be nice once it all grows back in. And right now I probably won't be able to really see too much because it'll be covered in ice and snow. I don't know if that's coming through, but it's either the tower or the building. The wind's whipping across it and it's howling. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. Look at that. I hope that's coming through. I know a lot of people don't like winter. It's too cold, it's too snowy, it's too icy, blah, 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 blah. But there's beauty in it. There's a lot of beauty in it. And you just have to be willing to go out and find it. I'm only 10 minutes from home. Didn't have to go far. Is there icicles in my mustache? It's frozen. Hopefully not snotsicles. Whoa. That's deeper than anywhere else I've been so far. Seeing a lot of deer track, and that looks like a little tiny bunny. I don't think it could be a really small snowshoe. It's got big feet. But there are snowshoes up here, and all kinds of cool animals that live just in this kind of habitat. Gorgeous. So I can never remember if it's the O'Connell Reservoir or the Connolly. It was the O'Connor Reservoir. This is the old sign. Is no longer needed. Just stay off the dam sign there. That's actually been there for a while. They haven't wanted people up there. People were using the dam. Oh wow, that was deep. Whoa! You can see where they took all of that out. And okay, well they built this up. This used to go right into the water. Get across this now. So this, I'm now walking on what was the dam. There's some straw in here. And you kind of make out the stream cutting through there. The trail goes all the way out and around. Comes up on that side and winds out. I don't have a lot of food with me. I don't know how far I'll go. Just kind of want to get down here, see it. That was deeper than I thought. Like I said, I got some mixed feelings on it because was a beautiful reservoir, but I understand it wasn't a natural pond, and if that dam was failing, it's a safety issue, not just for the land itself, but for everything below it. Yeah, this goes right down into a couple towns, so I mean it's not a huge reservoir. It wouldn't cause a massive flood or anything, but there is a potential for damage. And little snow devil. Is that a barrel? I mean, I know they did this in December. They knocked this out, so they didn't have a lot of time. I mean, it's just February now. They didn't have a lot of time to do much else. I'm not sure if they're going to do anything as far as getting some of these stumps out, or maybe that, I can't tell if that's a barrel right there. It looks like a barrel. Maybe clean it up a little bit once the weather gets a little better. I mean, it's a work in progress. So the reservoir is no more. Curious to see what it how it changes and how it naturally takes back over. But I know I'm hungry. That was my stomach. I don't know if that came through on the camera. That was loud. I'm gonna have myself a snack. Actually, I gotta thaw a snack out and have a snack, and then might just head back up the way I came in, because this going back out that way is adds a lot of distance. So coming up the hill, got my Cliff Bar in my jacket here, trying to thaw it out because it's frozen solid. So I'm just kind of coming up the hill, building up some heat, thawing that out. And I'm looking back at this and I'm thinking, it's just a thought, right? And I understand, I told you I had mixed feelings about this, but I understand the reservoir wasn't natural, it was man-made. And one of the reasons why they want to remove it is because of its environmental impact on the natural surroundings. And then as I'm coming up the hill, I look over and you got a freaking Amazon right there. The reservoir had less negative impact, even though it was man-made. It's been there for 128 years. If you think about the generations of wildlife that have become dependent on that reservoir, that now don't have it because of the environmental responsibility, next to a freaking Amazon. That place is a monster. So that to me makes less sense. If you did all the work to take the dam out, you could have done the work to replace the dam, kept the reservoir, and kept the current environmental standard that reservoir was allowing. Again, we'll see. It is back to the natural-ish configuration, but it's still next to a freaking Amazon. Does that make sense? What negative impact is that having that reservoir may have helped counter just by its sheer existence? I don't know. That's like, I'm all for, you know, protecting the environment, protecting nature, you know, and doing it responsibly and doing all that. If that was interfering with the spawning of fish, or it was causing some kind of calamity in the area, I get it. But it's just still a reservoir. It was holding back. It's gonna be interesting to see now with all the runoff and everything that's downstream of that now, how that affects. You know, was that a mistake? Check that out. I mean, I just like the reservoir. I like walking around it, so you kind of made a little bit of sour grapes there because now it's gone. But freaking Amazon. But the color, I know the camera's not going to pick it up. This is like a million little prisms right here. That's like the nature's way of telling me, calm down, it's okay. It's okay. That's gorgeous. There's purples and oranges and blues and greens and reds. Just all through these mountain laurels. All this ice. Beautiful. All right, my little rant about the reservoir is over. So this came from that way. Reservoir's over there. And when I got here, I came in. This is the Bruised Ego Trail. This will take me back up to the parking lot too. But I think, instead of going up that way, I'll just go up this old access road. Go straight up. I am really, really hungry. The Cliff Bar did not do much. Temperature's only gotten up to like, I don't know, it's probably 20, feels like. Maybe 22. Not very warm. That wind stayed pretty consistent. So I'm burning calories just trying to stay warm. So I think I'm gonna go get myself a burger after this. But the higher I get up this side of the mountain here, the icier it gets. Funny thing is, this is the same path I took when I came up here to do that, find that spot of the Pinchot State Forest I couldn't find. I had to bail. Crows are having fun. And it was like 95 degrees and high humidity. And it's like 20 today and breezy. Feels like it's probably 5 degrees out. And it's icy. And this hill still kind of sucks. It's not even all that steep. I think it's just because you can see it. And you just see it keeps going. These views make it worth it. A little bit of a view behind me. Lackawanna River Valley. It is nice to have a winter where it's cold and it's snowy and you gotta dress for it. Believe it or not, this is actually really good for the ecology of the area. To have the cold weather and the freeze. It's good for the trees, it's good for the soil. It's bad for the ticks, which is good for the people. You know, this is the weather we're supposed to have. And it's February, it's the first week of February. Still hard to see people online talk about, oh, I hate the winter, stupid groundhog. It's not spring until March 21st, regardless. It doesn't matter, it's a date on the calendar. Instead of complaining about it, go out and enjoy it. Wear some layers. Bring a thermos with some hot soup or something in it, you know? Make it enjoyable. It makes life a lot easier when you don't hate the weather half the year. There's enough things to complain about and be upset with in the world right now. The weather where you live shouldn't be one of them. Get out and happy with it, move. out here in the United States, move. There's a climate for everybody. If you're not gonna move, stop fighting it. I mean, we live in the Northeast. I look forward to this. Like, I love the summer. Don't get me wrong. I am itching for the spring. Throwing a light pack. I want to do some different stuff for backpacking this year. Like a lightweight tent. Just do some different stuff. Just do it, just have fun. I mean, we're still in the stupid pandemic. The stupid virus still rolling around. I don't want to worry about the weather. There's the tower over there, where I just was. Give you an idea how much you climb coming out of there. Yeah. Almost camped this week. My tent's ready. I was gonna do a little tent camp. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be down by 0 tonight. And I could do it. I got the gear for it. But I didn't have anything planned. I could have gone out and done Pinchot. Thought maybe going down to Thunder Swamp Trail or something. Maybe doing some car camping. I want to have a little better plan. It's gonna be a little bit warmer next week, they're saying. The lows in the 20s, maybe teens. It's still pretty decent for a winter camp. I get out and do some camping. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do. Hammock or tent or whatever. I don't know, I just want to get out, enjoy it. With all the stuff going on, everything going on, I just want to get out and enjoy life. There's not to enjoy about this. Look at how gorgeous this is. This reminds me of Dolly Sod. It was all icy up there at Bear Rocks. That was awesome. Not as marshy. Would you look at this? This is why you wear spikes. Because sometimes you gotta cross the water. And it's just ice. When it's 20 degrees out, everything is gonna be ice. I just heard some birds. Alright, I'm almost back to the car. It's right around the corner. So, I'm gonna get myself some food. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Beautiful, snowy, icy hike down to a old, used to be a reservoir. Mixed feelings. Beautiful day, even after the ice storm, especially after the ice storm. Don't just go outside and do something. Go live your life. Take it back. It's yours. I'm giving it back to you. Go experience, explore, live life, love it. There's a lot out here. You know, it's just right by your house. Be concerned about what's going on in the world. Don't be afraid of it. Let's put that fear behind us. It's not our fear, it's somebody else's. They want us to feel it. F that. Go live your life. See you in the next.